Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this adorable little purse. It's very easy, made up out of 8 granny squares. You can make them smaller or bigger to make the purse the perfect size for you. So let's get straight into how to make it. So the first thing you're going to want to start with is by making 4 normal crochet granny squares. So if you already know how to do this, then you can just make 4 of those, but if not, I'll link down a tutorial that you can follow. So here are my 4 granny squares. I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ended up doing 5 rows of granny squares, and you can just do one color, but I ended up doing these 2 really pretty colors to make my granny squares. And next you're going to want to make 4 heart granny squares. So you can use one of the tutorials down below too. And here are they. Here they are. And basically what I did is I just kind of winged a tutorial. I didn't follow one, but I would definitely recommend just following one of the ones down below. But what I did is just crocheted a heart and then did single slip stitches all around and then just built from there to make a granny square. So in total you should have 8 different squares, and you're going to want to have 8 because you're going to have 2 by 2s on one side, and then the back will have another 2 by 2 square, big square full of 4 squares. And you also don't need to do heart granny squares. You can just need to have 8 of the same size squares. You're going to want to lie down your squares in any particular sequence you like. I just am doing this because I thought it looked kind of cute, and I'm going to show you what to do next. So you're going to want to seam right here and right here with a slip stitch to connect all the squares. So to do that, you're going to want to take the first top of your bag, the first 2 top squares, and bring it up, and you're just going to want to take your crochet hook and go into these corners. Because they're granny square, they should be nice big corners. And then take your string, and you want to have a slip stitch. So I'm just going to put that on right now, and you're going to pull through that corner and then take your string and do a slip stitch like that, and you're just going to want to move all across and make sure that your squares are inside out so that when you fold it back open it'll be the right side, so that you'll have a nice seamless seam. And you're just going to want to keep going into these loops, keep going into these different loops, and then so keep taking pairs of loops and then wrapping around and then pulling through the pairs of loops and pull through. So another time, take the loops, wrap around, and pull through everything. And I'll meet you guys back when I'm done the entire row. Alright, I am done the row, and make sure to go all the way to the corner of the granny square, not just to where it starts rounding, just all the way to the very corner. And then now that you're done that, you can see that when you unfold it, it's a very nice seamless little thing. So you're going to also take your second pair of squares and then fold it in as you want it. And then you're going to want to add them by making sure that they're at the right spot, like that, and then flipping it over, and then taking your string and going to just want to take your crochet hook and go into the very corner. So these 2 squares, you're going to want to go into the corner of both, and then just slip stitch, and then go into the next little stitches of each one, next pair, and slip stitch, and then the next pair, and slip stitch, and then so on and so on. And make sure, if you have not subscribed yet, go down there and subscribe. You can also turn on the notification bell to get notifications when I post a new video so that you don't miss out. make sure to like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. And so you're just going to want to keep going down this round and just keep going until you end up here, and I'll meet you back when I'm over there. Alright, now that you're done, it should look something like this if you went all the way to the corner, and it should open up like this because you have not seamed here. So now you're going to want to take a scissor and cut it and pull your string through so that it goes all the way through like that. And then you're also going to want to open it up. As you can see, it looks great. And then you're going to want to flip it around and clamp it like this so that the outside is still so it's inside out. And then you're going to want to seam along this edge right here so that when you open it up, it'll be a nice square. So I'll see you guys once I finish that. Alright, once you get to the very end, you're just going to want to chain one, and then again, snip, and then pull through. Oh no, what happened? I have no idea. So you're just going to want to pull through, there we go, like that, so that you end up with something like this. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. Okay, so you're just going to want to do the same thing by seaming this and this all backwards like that onto these 4 squares, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. I'm done one side. Alright, and here is the 2 squares now, and now it's time to start putting them both together. Before you put them together, you're going to want to make a nice outline all around your big square, and to do this you can really just start anywhere. Just don't start at the corners if you want to follow along, but you can totally if you want to try. Take your string, do a slip stitch, put your hook into any stitch, and put your slip stitch on, tighten, and you're going to want to start, here, let me bring it closer. You're going to want to start by chaining 2, 1, 2, and you're going to want to do double crochets in each stitch. So wrap around, go in, and double crochet, and double crochet, and just keep double crocheting all along. But when you get to a corner of a granny square, it should probably look something like this, so it will have like that little hole, right? Because like in the corners there's all of the holes. So within that hole, you're going to want to put in 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then another 3, 1, 2, 3. So that way you have 6 in each corner. So you're just going to want to double crochet all along, and then when you get to a corner, you are going to want to put 6 double crochets into this hole, and then double crochet, corner, 6, and I'll meet you guys back when I get all around the square. Here I am at the very end, and as you can see, I'm almost done. So what you're going to want to do is do a double crochet in the same stitch as you started the chains, and then do a slip stitch in the second chain that you did to connect it, and then take a scissor and then just pull through and tighten. And yeah, so now you have a cute little like border. like that, and then you're going to want to do the same thing for the second square. Okay, so I have finished both, and now you're going to want to place them together so that it's the right side, and then slip stitch all around here, but make sure not to do the very top. So all around here, but not the top, so that you can put stuff in here. Alright, so I'm finished and I seamed all around except for the opening. So now it's really starting to look like a bag. And you're going to now want to start with the straps. So figure out how wide you want them, and then kind of like use your fingers to kind of see where you want to start. So we're going to start from the outside of the strap to the inside of the strap. So I'm going to want to start right here. You can really start anywhere, it just depends on where you want your straps for your bag. And then you're going to want to do a slip stitch like that, and then put the slip stitch onto your hook and pull through, and you're going to want to chain one so that it's all connected, and then you're going to go here, and then you're going to want to go into the next stitch and slip stitch, and then the next stitch, slip stitch, and just keep slip stitching into your stitches until you have kind of like how wide you want your strap. So I kind of want one more. Yep, I think that's a nice size. So as you can see, you should be able to see that like little how high it is. So I ended up doing my strap this wide, and then you're going to want to chain one and then turn your work around and then work those slip stitches you just did. So I'm going to do a single crochet into the slip stitch I just did, a single crochet, and then go to the next stitch, the next slip stitch, and just keep doing those single crochets all around, and just keep going. And you're just going to want to keep going to single crochets, chain one, single crochets, chain one, until you have a strap long enough. I am finished doing my strap, and I did 70 rows, but it really just depends on how long you want it and the size of your yarn. So you're going to want to figure out where you want to place it, and then go like this, and then put your crochet hook through the 2 loops and bring up the string and just slip stitch, and then you're going to want to slip stitch all throughout by taking these 2 loops and slip stitching them together. Once you're finished seaming, it should look something like this, and now you're going to want to repeat the same thing on the other side of your bag. Y'all, we are done. I have like my notebook in it, and it is super cute. Alright everyone, good job, you made it through the entire video. Make sure to comment down below that you did. You watched the entire video, thank you so much. And yeah, you should have a really cute bag now. And make sure to like this video if you enjoyed the tutorial. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!